When you have massive amounts of stress, you produce massive amounts of cortisol. That stuff circulates through your system and makes your muscles atrophy. It just ruins your life. Stress is absolutely it's just horrible. Stress is absolutely horrible. It took me so long to banish stress from my lifestyle, and I'm still working on it, but I've gotten rid of a majority of it in a relatively quick amount of time through shamanism and kind of going into the parts of my mind that I neglected for so long because of all the pain involved. And I did that through shamanism. I'm going to talk about that in the near future. I talked about that recently. I think it was on a Patreon video or on YouTube. I can't remember. But I've been talking about shamanism more often lately because it can be a valid tool in today's world. So expect to hear me talk about that in the near future. But stress, you guys, if you have a lot of stress, it's going to ruin your life. Stress can even cause you to not be able to digest food. That's how strong the mind exerts an influence over the body. If you don't believe me, have you ever been in a situation where you were startled so much, or you were given a piece of information that shocked you so much that you could actually feel it in your stomach? Simply by you seeing something or being told a particular piece of information, it caused the nerves in your gut to go haywire. It caused sensation in your stomach. The mind exerts an incredibly powerful influence over the body. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I shit you not, when I finally started accessing deep healing through shamanism on my mind and my subconscious, I relieved so much stress in such a short amount of time, and I let it go and I transmuted it, that as I was mentally and consciously transmuting this stuff in an altered state of consciousness, as the stress left my body, I could feel it in my digestive system. And over a 5-day period, and this may sound gross, as I transmuted all this stress, I went to the bathroom, number 2, probably 30 to 40 times, and eliminated so much waste from my system. And I thought I was pretty damn clean at that point, because I was, compared to most Americans. With all the coffee enemas I've done and all the cleansing, I had gotten rid of a lot of stuff. I had gotten to the stuff that I could get to physically with tools like coffee enemas and whatnot. But there is more to it than meets the eye, ladies and gentlemen. Our stress levels, to a large extent, are our karma. And when you hold on to a lot of stress, it causes you to hold feces in your system. It causes your internal organs, especially the digestive system, to become tight. And when your stomach and your digestive system are tight and stressed, you are not going to be able to have fluid digestion. And we hold pockets of feces based on our stress. I know that may sound crazy, and to a large extent, I don't even know how to really express this with words. It was so strange to see how, by letting go of the stress in my life and the depression and the guilt that I had accumulated from previous actions, I entered into a shamanically induced altered state of consciousness where I rapidly healed many of my old wounds that I had suppressed. And as these emotions, and as I acknowledged all the stuff that I had done and all the bad shit, I acknowledged it and I let it go. And as I let it go, I could feel my organs becoming looser. I could feel my muscles losing all of their tense, these years of feeling tense. It felt so good to let that stuff go. And as I let that stuff go, ladies and gentlemen, my digestion came back on track multiple times. I mean, I don't want to get too graphic here, but there were times where I literally had to get up from what I was doing while I was processing these emotions. As I was letting them go, I would have to run to the bathroom. And it was just like my internal organs being able to relax, because when you have a lot of stress, when you have a lot of guilt, ladies and gentlemen, depression, it's not just in your mind. It causes your digestive system to not operate properly. And this is essentially where all disease, not all disease, but a lot of our issues with health has to do with bad digestion. And when you're focused on bad things, ladies and gentlemen, when you're constantly worrying or anxious, you are destroying your ability to digest foods properly and get things out of them. And we store a lot of this stuff as waste in our systems. So even people who think that they're clean, I don't care if you go to the bathroom 3 times a day. If you have guilt and whatnot, and if you have a lot of stuff like plaguing your mind, you are holding on to waste. Now, obviously, not everyone has issues. Some people may be fine. But chances are, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a human, you've got some stuff in your mind that needs to be cleansed out. This is known as purging in shamanism. Purging the mind. Exorcising the demons. So, anyways, you guys, just a brief little video. Diet is a huge part of this. Diet is one of the easiest ways to begin evolving, because there's something known as the humanizing effect that takes place in our bodies. When you eat something, you're stimulating the humanizing effect. And if the humanizing effect is basically where the whole "you are what you eat" actually came from. When you eat foods, your body breaks pieces apart and scrambles them into manageable units. The vitamins, the minerals, the amino acids, you name it, so that your body can actually weave them into the lattice work of your physicality. This body is hyper intelligent. And when you start to feed it properly, you begin to become more aware of the fact that this body is hyper intelligent, and you develop a better relationship with yourself. Eating the right foods is nothing but self-love. It's a living prayer, ladies and gentlemen, and the body is the true church. I wanted to personally thank you for watching my videos and contributing to the growth of my channel. I could not do this without you, and your interest in my content is truly what motivates me and fuels my passion for making these videos and spreading my message. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wanted to remind you that this channel is a free educational tool that is listener supported, and if you would like to donate to my channel and donate to my cause, help make my life a little bit easier and help keep the lights on around here, you can do so by checking out the links in the description box below. There's a handful of not only ways to donate to my channel, but I also have links to different websites and different videos of mine, as well as my Amazon store, where you can check out a plethora of different health-related products that I use and recommend. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your continued interest in my message, and until next time, peace be with you all.